Welcome to Primo RV Center and inside the brand new 2026 fully redesigned 186BH. So this is the brand new interior, which we're quite excited about. Really rich looking, and again, nothing has changed in terms of the great quality of number of windows you're going to find in a 186 model, which is neck and neck our most popular family trailer every year now. Comes in at a great weight, so it keeps it under 4,000 pounds. It's actually closer to about 36. So again, a wide array of vehicles can tow this particular unit. It fits on those smaller campsites as its body size. Kind of the body itself is under 19 feet and then hovering in that 22 to 23 total length. So it really fits, again, a lot of driveways, campsites, really versatile. And this is just talking about certainly the inside. When we go outside, which is really where you're going to live, you're going to absolutely love, again, the standards that you get here. The area, the amount of space you have underneath the awning. It is, certainly in a single axle, by far the largest awning you'll probably find in the marketplace. Start up front here, great storage continues. So we've got wonderful storage up top here. It goes back a couple feet, so you've got a lot to work with there where you can keep a lot of things here in terms of clothing wise up front. Standard, we bring in the Murphy bed for us here. It's kind of the better fit for this particular trailer, and customers love it. So very versatile. So we've got the flip down in the middle, so you can enjoy a morning breakfast, or if you want to watch a movie, something like that. Gives you a comfortable spot to do that. You do have some built-in storage underneath. Great thing with their Murphy bed design is you don't lose the window, so you get all that light even in the Murphy bed position. Traditionally, most units don't. Something like our Pod series, they'll traditionally have that vertical Murphy bed where you really don't get that light, and if you're just popping in to have a quick meal on the road, you certainly do appreciate that. LED lights throughout. We've got both USB as well as 120 volt. So an update on 2026 is that all the plugs could be ready for, well, it is ready for an inverter. So it is something in the future. If you wish to upgrade the unit in year 2 or 3, you could add an inverter. So if you want to be able to run some of those plugs off of batteries, so especially if you're looking at lithiums, so a great option if you're looking to do that. So that is something that has changed for 26, which is a great little option. Additionally, I will show you on the outside, they've also pre-wired for units like Starlink. So if you want to be able to work from the road, that's going to be easier here as well. We do have this particular unit, which is with a very popular feature, one of the few options we consistently bring in, and that is the Stargazer, partly because it brings in so much light. But on a beautiful day like today, we pop that open. The amount of airflow you get through is tremendous. You do have the built-in blackout shade, and then you have the built-in bug screen as well, which in traditional times in our part of the world probably going to have that as well. So roller shades through all those windows so you can black those out. We've got, as we come in the door, we're going to have our Bluetooth speaker, which is chargeable and removable, so we can take that to our table. And you'll see the switches here that are typically the ones you're going to want to have access to readily when you come in, so your awning, your exterior lights, and your interior lights. We've got a great fourth bed option here, so a nice wide dinette that can certainly seat 4. So again, if you have an occasion where you do have to sit inside and have a meal, certainly it can handle the family, but you also have obviously additional seating here as well with the Murphy bed. We do have easy access to storage here with 2 doors underneath our dinette, which is a very handy feature, but you can also access it from the top, so just pulling off the cushions. Coming into the kitchen area, again, we continue with some of the drawers they've added in the last couple of years. So you're going to have cutlery drawers. You've got their huge stainless steel sink here, and you've got the full sink lid. So you really have a kitchen that gives you quite a bit of prep space, because the entire kitchen surface with everything undermounted is usable space. Beautiful little bronze accent with a vegetable sprayer here. And then we've got central furnace, so especially in cooler mornings like today, again, very quick to cool this unit or heat it up. So air conditioning is literally above our heads in the middle. So nice central furnace, not too close to either bed, so certainly help to keep the noise down a little bit too. And then a little upgrade for 2026. So this is now a microwave. It's a convection as well as an air fryer. So all 3 in 1. So a great little unit that you can do a bit more with, especially if you've got a young family coming in late on a Friday night. I think you'll appreciate that to make a quick dinner. We do have 2 burners here as well, so if the weather forces you inside, certainly you can use these guys as well to make a quick meal on the stove. We do have a privacy curtain here as well, so point that out that you do have some privacy up front. There is a preset TV location here where you can set up a TV. You can swivel it in a variety of directions, so it just gives you that capability. A lot of my families will simply bring a laptop, and that becomes kind of a movie center for them. Easy to carry some movies digitally. Again, better for storage. You do have room to store some of that media and things like that, books and games already here. Great spot just above the dinette. And then we've got lots of room for all your dishes above. And we've got a great pots and pans area there between the drawers and the microwave. Huge 10 cubic foot fridge here. So 12 volt fridge, lots of depth. So if you have a bigger family, this is something you could certainly live out of for a couple of weeks. That's the beauty of going to the 12 volt. So we now pair that with the new standard for solar on the Apex Nano. So you have 400 watts of solar on the roof, standard. So again, that does tie into, if you did want to in the future add an inverter, you add those right lithium batteries, kind of all that works really well together. We can also set up those battery boxes to be able to do a plug and play remote solar panel. So if you want to be able to follow some of the sun, you may have a bit more closer to the front end of the trailer on a lot of campsites. So we can help you with that too. We do have our easy on thermostat for our furnace. We have a name brand fan here, which they put in last year. So going from 3 to 4 speeds, it's also a Max Air branded fan. So a quality piece of equipment that should last a very long time. We've got lots of storage underneath the bed, and then that will fold up 90 degrees. So you're going to see a little spot there with a little brass hook where you can basically hook that vertical. So if you did want to store some taller items, things like bikes in here, you could. This has also become an area where some people kind of use that as a dog bed. Some people even fashioned an extra bed there, so having like 3 bunks and one right on the ground if they wish. Again, you always have the dinette. So we've got windows in both bunks, so lots of ventilation. You're also going to have some power here as well. So again, for rainy days, certainly an option. So you could have multiple kids kind of watching a movie back here. So it gives you some, again, functionality. Easy to get to our breaker box converter fuse panel. So all centrally located just below the fridge. The little sticker there indicates it is lithium ready. So it's prepared kind of for the future, even if you're not going with lithium batteries to start. We've got a higher rise toilet in the bathroom, which I appreciate. I think most people will. Great little tub. So if you do have little guys, again, it's something that's very workable for you. I will mention here on the outside, you're going to have a full outdoor shower as well, hot and cold water. And then the standard, as of 25, has gone to the tankless hot water heater. So you've got kind of as much hot water as really you want to produce fairly quickly. That'll run off propane. You're going to have the ignitions for that here on the wall as well. So just below, and then we've got our monitor panel here with our water pump switch. So if you want to use the water on the road, you just flip that bad boy on, and away you go. Great little faucet set here, some storage already built in on the walls, so hang items, and then you still have a vanity with, again, great base here with lots of storage as well. But again, no slide out, so it's easy access to the bathroom on the road, which, especially with younger kids, you'll definitely appreciate. But again, just in general, you will definitely appreciate. So it's a nice sunny morning here. You can really appreciate, again, how much light you get here. And when obviously it's not as sunny, that's still going to really help make it feel like a very spacious unit. Again, let's head outside here. I absolutely love what they've done with the exterior right from the get-go here on this 186 model. So it is one of the best, I think, outdoors, certainly on a single axle that's a family trailer. So we've got our Lippert steady steps here. They anchor to the ground. You've got our foldable grab bar here as we come out. So you've got something to anchor yourself to as you come down, so you're not moving all over the place. As we come up front, still the great 3/4 windshield here that just lets in so much light. You've got 2 forward-facing LED lights. And again, that cap really helps to cut down the maintenance in terms of numbers of areas to seal. 2 standard propane tanks, which is becoming a bit of a rarity. Lots of room for multiple batteries. You do have a cutoff switch here up front, so you can basically cut the power to the inside, but continue to have the solar operating. We do put on a front power jack here, so that is not an option currently from Apex, something they're talking about, but not currently an option or a standard. It is something we do here as our standard. So again, an upgrade on what's out in the marketplace. We do have some pass-through storage here, easy access to our solar charger. We do have a switch here for the front lights as well as an interior light. And then you'll notice our awning runs right from the very front compartment right to the very back. So in terms of awning lengths and kind of how they line up, and it's typically not half sizes, this design certainly lined up beautifully because it allowed them to put a 14-foot awning on that went tip to tail, so it really worked out well. We've got aluminum wheels here. Great outside kitchen. So it's actually the largest outside kitchen in a family trailer that they have. So really, really great storage here, so you can keep some additional snacks and stuff out here for the daytime. And then you've got lots of room here to keep stuff, again, spices and stuff you might use on the standard grill here that'll come with a pre-seasoned top for you. So we've got USB as well, so 120 volt there. Again, great little fridge for the snacks and drinks you're naturally going to use every day. And again, your awning running the full length of the coach. This is where you're going to live. That awning comes out a full 8 feet. So it really doubles the size of that trailer. I think that's one of the beautiful things about this layout and why it is so popular is, you quickly realize when you're out there, you don't really need necessarily a bigger trailer because this is going to give you site access to things like waterfront sites that bigger trailers you just cannot do. But when you factor that awning in, you put it out, it makes that trailer feel like a much larger trailer. So, and again, families really respond to that. So we have standard rear spare tire here, 4 oversized jacks. We do have a pre-wire for a backup camera, should you wish to have it. And then everything's pretty centrally located here, so you've got easy access to power when you get to site. So 30 amp service for the AC, but otherwise you could dumb it down for everything else if you only have 15 or 20 available if you're pulling in somewhere at night. We do have a cable and satellite hookup here in the back. Again, easy access and nice high rise black and gray hookups here. Water on site if you have it, the connection's here, and then we have a black tank flush, so it'll help keep those sensors clean. So it's something you'll appreciate and help keep smells down and everything else. I mentioned the outside shower inside, so you've got hot and cold water just behind here. And then we've got our furnace outlet on the backside, which I always love because, again, you're not going to have that carbon monoxide coming into that area where it may be hanging out. Nothing hot that a child could touch kind of near the doorway either. You've got those matching corresponding windows here, the dinette and the kitchen. So again, lots of cross flow, great dark tint to them. Easy access to your tankless hot water heater, so nice and easy when it comes to winterization. And then we have our water fill here. So we have a 50-gallon tank on any Apex Nano, so that is fantastic. So if you're going into, especially in our area, provincial campsites, which don't have water on site, you really appreciate that because you can pretty well get through a week for most families. So you're gonna have now, I mentioned the Starlink prep, so an easy in, and you're also going to have an outlet here, so if you want to locate your router here and all those connections, you certainly could. So if that's something in the future, whether it be that service or others, or there may be something else where you needed an into the trailer, that is a nice and easy way to do that, to be able to add some features in the future. Again, all our solar panels are going to be located here on the roof, so we've got just a wonderful little machine that's ready to be off-grid. Should that be some of the sites that you're starting to look at to book for next season. Wonderful time to certainly plan and get ready. Something that we traditionally offer here this fall. We do have a storage facility, so we're happy to offer free of charge storage for winter as well. So certainly if you want to get a jump on making sure you have your unit in time so that then you can book your campsites throughout the winter, which we all really have to do now, certainly reach out to us. We'll make sure this unit's here for you. So you can come and have a look at this brand new 2026 186BH in Coachmen's Apex Nano series.